Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come and run my mouth for a quick second. The way that I do quick. Okay, my quick be like 45 minutes sometimes. Um, but no, I just wanted to come and just run my mouth and talk about some people like we do. Okay. As you can see, I'm feeling like a rich black woman today. Now, there's a story behind this, and I'm going to tell that story in a couple of minutes. But I am going to start, I guess what they say, selling merch. Um, Hopefully, I'm thinking about, well, how do they say it? See, I don't even know how YouTube would say it. I just be over here doing my own thing. Okay, I said I was going to start telling y'all to subscribe, like, and comment. Because, I don't never say that. Girl, I just get in here, hey, girl. Hey, girl. Did you hear about Nick Cannon? Girl, I go straight like I'm on the telephone. Um, but yeah, this is going to be a part of the merch. Feeling like a rich black woman. There are other shirts, sweaters, hoodies, um, other things. You can see once I release the link. But um, I'm thinking about going. What? How do you say going public? I don't know. Selling the merch, girls, starting on either Wednesday or Friday. I'm thinking Wednesday, like a week from today. So yeah, so this is how I came about the whole feeling like a rich black woman. So, I say, not even just me, just like a lot of people say, like feeling like a rich white woman. And that has never been a dig, even though some people think it's a dig at black woman, at black women. That has never been a dig at black women. It's just like one of those things that you say, kind of like whenever you go into a grocery store, because you already know like white women are treated like the cream of the crop, right? And then when you add on the fact that girl, a white woman is rich, it's kind of like, oh girl, I was feeling like a rich white woman today. Oh, excuse me, girl, I went to the store today, honey. They treated me like a rich white woman, right? But I said I was gonna start saying. I've been saying. I don't know if y'all noticed this for like some months now. I've been saying feeling like a rich black woman because not to get too deep, okay? Not to get too deep with it. But I try to watch the stuff that I say around my nieces. And I want my nieces to know that it is a possibility for them to be a rich black woman, you know? And so I was at my sister and my brother in law's house like some months ago. This was probably like, probably like earlier this year, or probably like the end of last year. I can't remember. And Tatum and Sloan, they were just like drawing pictures. And my brother in law, I think, was at work at the time and that day. And they were just drawing pictures, and me and my sister were just talking. And then Tatum walked up to me. I'm sure I still have the picture in my phone. And then Tatum walked up to me and she was like, Uncle Rodney, look. And I was like, girl, who is that? And it was a picture of a black girl, and she had like a crown on. I said, "Is that a rich black woman?" She said, "Yes, sir." Okay. So I was like, "Oh my god!" You know what I'm saying? Like and it kind of made me realize that sometimes they do listen to the stuff that I say. And then Tatum, she knows it, honey. Okay. Everybody knows it, girl, including me. I guess they get it honestly. Okay. Um, And so it kind of made me feel a certain type of way that she had drew a picture of, a rich black woman. And I had started trying to change up saying a rich white woman just because, again, I wanted my nieces, if they ever hear, because I know they listen to the things that we say. I just want them to feel like, girl, I'm gonna grow up and I'm gonna be a rich black woman. So that's why I started saying. That's why I kind of um, veered away from saying rich white woman. I still say rich white woman, but I try to make it a habit to say, instead of me saying like, girl, I feel like a rich white woman today, I try to say I felt like a rich black woman. Or girl, I'm feeling like a rich black woman. So hence, that's why this is part of the merch line. Yes, yes. I'm sure I got the picture in my phone. I'm gonna show y'all the picture that she drew. It was so cute. So, anyways, that's that. Again, I'm probably going to um, start selling the merch. Probably, I'm thinking about. I'm gonna shoot for Wednesday. I'm gonna shoot for Wednesday. I'll definitely let you guys know um, the concrete date no later than this weekend, so you'll know. I mean, it'll be up there. So if you want to support, please do. I thank you. If you can't, I completely understand. Thank you so much for watching my channel. That's all I can really ask for, you know? So shout out to y'all. And shout out to my nieces. Okay? And shout out to all the shout out to all the bitches out there feeling like rich black women. Yes! Okay? Anyways, child. All right. Who we talking about? Oh, who is this? Who is this? Yes. Yes. Who we talking about? Y'all already know. You already know. Girl, we talking about Miss Tasha K. Girl, this is according to the black. Let me drink some water, y'all. Hold on, I'm thirsty. Ain't nothing like some good cold ice water. Girl, y'all don't even understand, girl, how good. My grandmother was telling me on the phone, girl, ain't nothing in life like a good, girl, cold, a big cup of cold ice water. I said, I know that's right, Nanny. So this is according to the Black Enterprise, blackenterprise.com. YouTuber Tasha K loses appeal against Cardi B's defamation lawsuit. Reportedly moves out of Georgia home. Ooh, girl. Mm. YouTube vlogger Tasha K has lost her appeal against Cardi B's $4 million defamation lawsuit, according to a news outlet. Tasha's attorney filed an appeal in the U.S. Court of Appeals for the 11th Circuit in June, arguing that Judge William Ray had erroneously ignored evidence about Cardi B, resulting in New York's legal victory um, in January, according to Billboard. However, the court sided with Cardi B, dismissing Tasha's case without jurisdiction and permitting the rumors artist to have her lawyers and sheriff office authorize the garnishment of Tasha's wages and personal assets to fulfill the Oh, girl! This is my first time reading this. Ooh. Now, I don't know if y'all help us know. I don't know how it work when you owe a bitch $4 million, but I do know how it work when you owe a bitch named Sally Mae some goddamn money for your college education. Girl, I remember I got my wages garnished um, from Sally Mae. Oh, bitch. You hear me? When I tell you one thing about it, baby, mama don't play about her coin. When Sally Mae say she want her money, she want her money. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it, baby. She's sending all the goons, girl. She's sending the whole team after you, and they gonna get it, girl. One thing about it, two things for sure. Three people you ain't gonna escape. Girl, the IRS, girl, the child support people, and that bitch named Sally Mae. Okay? I'm not telling you what I think I know. I'm telling you what I know. I ain't telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I went through. Girl, I looked at my check one time when I was working at the mall, honey. That woman had took about 15% out of my check. And I think I was working overtime because I think I was trying to go on vacation or something. And you know, you really don't make a whole, but depending on where you work at, depending on what you do, you can make some money. But girl, what I was doing, I wasn't making a whole bunch of money, right? I was making enough, but not a lot, right? So girl, I'm trying to work overtime, right? I think I was trying to go on a trip or something. And girl, I looked at my check. I think that lady had took out about $200 and something dollars. Baby, I almost had a fit. Baby, all I could do is look at my pay stub on my phone like this. Why my check so? They must have shorted me. They didn't give me. They messed my hours up. They make me sick. Who was this? Garnished. Who was garnished? Who is garnished? $239. But they already took my taxes out. Who is this? Girl, that was Sally. And that's not that they don't give a fuck about your taxes. The taxes ain't got nothing to do with them. So you could easily be out of $400 or $500 out of your check. Girl, Tasha, I don't know how it is when you owe somebody $4 million. Okay? And I'm sure Tasha K is a millionaire. But I don't know if she a folk girl. I don't know if she like girl. I don't know. I ain't trying to let me stop trying to count people money. Oh, Tasha girl. This is a mess. This is a mess. But you brought it on yourself, girl. I hate to say it. You know, I don't have no problem with no Tasha K. But Tasha brought this on herself. Girl, you need to be like everybody else. Get on her. Girl, report what the other people say. Girl, give your opinion. And girl, get your ass up off of here. Girl, that is the name of the game. Okay? Girl, I'm not breaking no exclusive stories. Stop sending me emails. Cause if the shade room ain't reported on it, if All True Tea ain't reported on it, if the neighborhood talk, girl, Hollywood unblocked, and then once I go to Google, if TMZ ain't reported on it, girl, Entertainment Tonight, Access Hollywood, girl, all the other block, then girl, I'm not gonna talk about it. Girl, I got to have at least 8 people who done talked about it before I get my messy ass down to the YouTube girl running my trap. Okay? Because there'd be a lot of stuff I be wanting to talk about, but once I see ain't nobody else talking about it, girl, I leave it alone. Girl, I am not going down that road. And I suggest any other upcoming YouTubers, girl, I suggest you do the same. Unless you want to take a chance. Girl, I'm not taking no chance. Because I don't have no money to be going to court, girl, battling no Cardi B. Girl, because I'm just going to take the videos down. Because I ain't got no money. So, Tasha trying to prove a point and now she done got kicked out of her house. See, that's what I'm talking about. Anyways, let me finish reading. I'm sorry, Tasha, whose real name is Latasha Kibi, allegedly placed her home up for rent and moved into an apartment, yet the scandalous pop culture pundit has not learned her lesson as she recently criticized Australian rapper Iggy Azalea's cooking chops. Girl, that's not the same thing. Criticizing and making up lies is 2 different things. But I did read something about Tasha K and Iggy Azalea. And Iggy did threaten to like basically, girl, leave me alone before I get them lawyers on you. So maybe she probably did more than criticize. Oh, okay, here we go. Azalea issued a warning shot to the disgraced podcaster. Ooh, girl, who wrote this? Girl, usually the people, when they write the articles, they don't really be doing all this, girl. This must be somebody who don't like Tasha K. Tasha, watch her mouth and definitely keep my son's name out of it. Oh, she said something about the son. Excuse me. I certainly do have good lawyer money. Don't get sued again. You have rent to pay, baby. Girl. Tasha K done allegedly moved out of her house into an apartment. Maybe she my next door neighbor. Girl, I don't live in Atlanta, honey. You know, I was talking to my brother-in-law, my sister, the other day. You know, I was really thinking about moving to Atlanta. But I don't even know no more. Because, girl, every time I look up, girl, and this is no shade. I don't want to disrespect anybody's, home where they live. But you know how, like, when you hear about, like, Chicago or, like, the south side of Chicago, how you always hear these stories about like people being murdered and all this stuff, right? But they always report it like it just happens on the south side of Chicago. So it's kind of like, girl, if you go to Chicago, don't go to the south side. Even though somebody told me the south side wasn't that bad, girl, I don't know how true that is. Girl, I don't want to find out, okay? But I feel like the whole Atlanta is like the south side of Chicago. Because, girl, every time I look up, girl, it's something going on down in Atlanta, Georgia. Girl, what is tea? I don't have time. It's crime everywhere, okay? There's crime everywhere. But girl, it's another thing for, speaking of crime, girl, Marlo. Marlo. Like she likes to say her name. Marlo. 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 I hate when she say her name like that. How I'm mad at somebody how they say their name. Because I don't think that's how you post. I think Marlo's name is Marlo. Well, that's not her real. I think that's short for her real name. Marlo's name is Marlo, not Marlo. Mm. Four men arrested in connection to 15 celebrity home invasions in Atlanta, including House of Real Housewives of Atlanta star Marlo Hampton. Four people have reportedly been arrested in connection to at least 15 celebrity home invasions in Atlanta, including the House of Real Housewives of Atlanta star Marlo Hampton. Earlier this month, the TV personality was left shaking when she and her two nephews were confronted by a group of armed, masked men who kicked down the door to her home with the intent to steal her personal belongings. According to WSB TV, the Sandy Springs Police Department has arrested four men who are all suspected to be gang members following the incident at Marlo's property on July the 1st. Police investigated the matter and confirmed that the incident was related to other home invasions that have occurred in the city. Fortunately, one of Marlo's nephews was able to scare off the criminals while screaming in fear upon hearing a loud boom at the door. When I heard the boom, when I heard my nephew scream, and I knew the scream was, when I knew that scream was a scream of fear, my heart dropped. She told the news outlet. I just thank God that we were covered in the blood of Jesus, and I'm here to share the story with you. But my main concern is I want all the ladies, I want everyone to be aware. If you are posting, if you do have luxury items, be careful. Girl, I also saw what she put. She said she ran into a panic room. Now I don't know, girl. I don't want to be messy. Now I don't know if she ran into the panic room and just said them little niggas out there gonna have to figure it out for themselves, or if she meant that her and her nephews ran into the panic room. But Marlo got a panic room. So shout out to Marlo, honey, girl. I know all that hoeing and prostitution she was allegedly doing paid off. Girl, I ain't mad at Marlo, honey. Because all that hoeing Marlo said, not Marlo said she was doing, but all that hoeing that people say she was doing allegedly, honey, got her mama a house. So shout out to Marlo for having good coochie. Good expensive coochie, okay? Marlo said, "Baby, she ran into the panic room. She ain't say her nephews ran into the panic room. So I don't know if they was in the panic room or if they ran to ran into the closet. Girl, I don't know. Shout out to Marlo. We like Marlo. We like Marlo. We like Marlo. 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 I hate when she say her name, Marlo. Jason Derulo purchased a $3.6 million mansion for ex-girlfriend Gina Frooms and their 1 year old. I don't know why I don't believe that. I don't think Jason Derulo. Let me see. Let's Google Jason Derulo as everything you Google ain't true. Let's Google his net worth because Jason ain't never gave me. Mm-mm. He's so whack to me. It's something about Jason Derulo. What Derulo? What is this thing Derulo? He just seemed real whack to me, girl. Oh, they say he got a net worth of roughly 16 million. That's net worth, okay. So maybe he can afford it, okay. I wouldn't have took that house. I'm sorry. I want the money. I'll go buy my own house. Cause one thing about it, two things for sure, girl. When as much as y'all may not want to admit it, these men ain't doing shit for free. And when somebody's buying you a $3.6 million house, if this is true, that's coming with, girl, a contract. I guarantee you, she probably can't be in no other relationship with no other man. Can't no man. If Jason popped up at that house and a man was at that house, Jason would probably have a fit, right? Those are going to be the things that come with him purchasing his ex-girlfriend and baby mama a house. He probably gonna be out in these streets doing what he do, and she gonna be at that house by herself with that baby. He probably gonna pop up anytime he want to. I don't trust stuff like this. According to reports, the R&B pop girl Jason Derulo ain't never been R&B. Y'all gonna stop putting people in rhythm and blues just because. Used his billboard and TikTok revenue to purchase a $3.6 million mansion for Jenna Frooms, whatever her name is, and their 1-year-old son Jason King. The 5,000 square foot estate has 5 bedrooms, 5.5 bathrooms, a pool with a built-in jacuzzi, and a waterfall feature, a soundproof movie theater, as well as an outdoor farmhouse. While the former lovers appear to be co-parenting well now, they seemingly haven't always had the best relationship. Gina previously accused Jason of cheating on her with multiple women during their relationship, which led to their breakup. Blah, blah, blah. The news came earlier this month following a comment from one of her Instagram followers who criticized a 28-year-old unmarried. Who criticized a 28-year-old for being unmarried with a child. Y'all have some nerve. You're not married, which means your child is a bastard and you're playing the whore role. Y'all got morals mixed up. Jenna wasted no time. Bitch, let me say something. Maybe I'm just far, girl, maybe I'm wrong. We all talk shit. But for you to personally go to somebody's page, right, and talk shit, the shit that some of y'all be doing, bitch, y'all will have me fucked up. That's like somebody coming over here to my YouTube page thinking they gonna just talk to me in that type of way. Bitch, I'm cussing you and your kids and your dead grandmama and your mama and your daddy and your dead and whoever out. If I have time that day, if I feel like arguing back and forth, bitch, we can argue back and forth. Because I don't know who the fuck you think you are to come to somebody's page and talk shit. Bitch, morally, fuck you. That's what I would have told her. Okay? It's unfortunate my situation didn't work out because we once did aspire to be married, but maybe it's best to be single. Girl, all y'all aspire to be married, girl. And then when y'all have a baby, the relationship ends. Okay. Girl, okay. Who else? Ooh, let's talk about this Houston story. It's getting cold in here. And this fan is blowing right on my face. Oh, girl, let's listen to this. Let's talk about this Houston story. I need to turn this fan off, y'all. It's cold as hell. Hold up. All right. I tell you, babe, it was cold. I mean, not the fan, the AC. The AC was on. I was as cold as hell in here. All right. So this is a Houston, Texas story that has made national headlines. All right. So Houston DJ, 23, dies after falling from balcony of girlfriend's high-rise apartment building. So a DJ, excuse me, a DJ on the rise has passed away after falling from an apartment building in Texas on July the 4th. She was 23 years old. DJ D-Baby, real name Darian Lewis, fell 4 stories from her girlfriend's balcony on the 13th floor and onto the 9th floor pool deck of, I'm not going to say the apartment's name, of some downtown apartments on whatever street in Houston, according to police. She was rushed to a local hospital and died on July the 13th, per Houston Chronicle. Lewis had just celebrated her 23rd birthday on June the 24th, just days before her fall. Investigation into Lewis's death is still ongoing, but preliminary indications are that Lewis's death was an unfortunate accident, a police spokesman told the outlet on Friday. The Houston Police Department did not immediately respond to people's request for comment. On the day of her passing, Lewis's mother, Terry, confirmed her passing with a series of pictures of them in a Facebook post. My youngest and only daughter has transitioned. Please pray for the family. My heart is heavy and broken. Lewis' girlfriend, Nisha Jackson, has also spoken out about the passing. In a Facebook post, Jackson said that Lewis had been dropped off at her apartment intoxicated after a night out. Jackson wrote that when Lewis arrived, she ran to the balcony and climbed on the patio chair. Once she climbed on the patio chair, I sprinted from the door to her, but she fell over before I could save her. I got to her and immediately screamed and summoned for help. In the post, Jackson also responded to the rumors that she was involved in Lewis's passing. There's no way I could have pushed her over, she said. We were not fighting. We were far from perfect. We had issues like most. However, I would never hurt her, whom I love, nor anyone in such a manner, Jackson wrote. Jackson added that she was devastated by other rumors that Lewis intentionally fell off the balcony. Girl, I'll put the link to the article in the description box if y'all want to read it. Girl, so that happened here in Houston. I'm trying to watch what I say. Because I ain't going to lie. At first I was like, girl, them bitches was over there fighting. That's the first thing I thought about. That's the first thing that popped in my mind. I ain't going to say her a lot. The first thing that popped in my mind was the bitch was over there fighting. And girl, she probably accidentally fell over the balcony. But from what they say, girl, from what I just read, they say, girl, it seemed like she really fell. Oh, girl. And I think I know exactly where these apartments at too, child. That's sad. That's sad. I told myself, I was texting my sister, girl, my gay brother. And I was like, girl, I want to talk about this story. I said, but you know how I get when I start running my mouth, honey. I've been fucking around and said the wrong thing. Girl, we'll be at the bar, and girl, Nisha, gay sons, girl, walk up, girl, trying to fight me. I said, girl, you gonna help me fight them punks? He said, girl, I don't fight no more. He said, girl, I don't fight no more. I'm in a whole different tax bracket. I'm calling the cops on their ass. So I said, I know that's right. Girl, so she said, if y'all walk up to me, honey, we calling the cops, and girl, we gonna let them do what they do with y'all. So don't say nothing to me. If you see me out at the bars, girl, don't say nothing to me, okay? Cause girl, I'm damn sure calling the cops, especially if I know I ain't got no backup. Child. Shout out to the family. I hope the family is okay. What else, y'all? Ooh-wee. Miles Bridges charged with domestic violence and child abuse. Police say he allegedly attacked Michelle Johnson in front of their children. Are we surprised? I don't know what it is, just about people, period. But there is something about like athletes that every time I look up, they putting their hands on a woman. I mean, it's just not athletes, of course, right? Do you think the reason why athletes are so violent towards women is because a lot of times nothing really just happens? Have you noticed that? I think the only thing that really happened to somebody was, what was the guy we was talking about? Oh, disgusting. I almost called him man a faggot. What was his name? Zach Stacy, Zach, the black. You remember the black guy who was like throwing his girlfriend all around the living room like a rag doll? I think he got arrested, but girl, his bond was like so low to the point it's like, girl. And then some of these women, we talked about another domestic violence case a few weeks, like probably, I ain't gonna say a few weeks ago, like a few months ago. Girl, she came out, girl, and then girl, literally like the next day she was like, I just want y'all to stay out. Girl, I want y'all to like give us some privacy and just leave us alone. Girl, you put us in your business. And I think I had literally said, girl, she putting us in her business. And then literally like the next day, I was like, girl, y'all put us in y'all business. Not all of y'all. Some of us just nosy. All right. Um, So Miles Bridges now faces felony charges stemming from the alleged beating of the mother of his children, Michelle Johnson. According to CBS News, the Los Angeles District Attorney's Office charged Miles with one felony count of injuring a child's parent and two felony accounts of child abuse under circumstances or conditions likely to cause great bodily harm or death. Police believe the assault took place between June the 27th and 28th in front of the former couple's two children. As previously reported, Miles was arrested on June the 29th, but later released on a $130,000 bond. Girl. Let me see something. What's his name? What was his name? Miles Bridges. Has a net worth of $5 million. This is not a lot for like a basketball player. I mean, I guess when you compare it to like, girl, LeBron, it's not a lot, but I mean, girl, it's a lot. And his bond was only $130,000. So that means that his bond was what? I guess in order to like when your bond, girl, I ain't never been to jail, so I don't know. So like if your bond is 130,000, right? You have to pay 10% of that. So that means they had to pay $13,000, which I'm sure he probably had. Like I just feel like in some cases, your bond, they should make your bond a dollar amount where they just be like, it's going to be so hard for them to come up with this money that he probably just going to sit in jail until his court date. I feel like that should happen sometimes. Not necessarily every case, but in some cases, I think that they shouldn't even give you a bond. And you know, I'm gonna go ahead and say something. I think that if you beat on the mother of your children, you should not have access to your children. I don't. Y'all heard my stomach growl. I gotta go get something to eat. I'm about to go to a restaurant and sit at the bar and girl feel like a rich black woman and girl, girl, that's what I'm about to do because I'm feeling it today. Girl, I'm feeling it. But you know, I believe, and I know some of y'all gonna get mad because I know some of y'all gonna get in my comment section talking about, oh, girl, him beating on the mama ain't got nothing to do with him being a daddy. I'll be damned if it don't. I'll be damned if it don't. I think that if you beat on the mother of your children, you should not have access to your children. Yes, you still gonna help pay for them, but you're dangerous. You're dangerous. And we've seen too many times men who also beat on children, right? Fuck Miles. I just don't be knowing, like, it's actually quite sad. Maybe because I'm not no fighter. I don't know. Like, what will possess you? And we know that for the most part, women are usually, they don't have as much strength as men. Some of y'all some strong ass bitches. Some of y'all I'm not fucking with. Cause some of y'all hoes are strong. Um, but for the most part, we know women usually don't have as much strength as men. So it's like, why would you why do men think that it's like not okay? It's never okay. I can't even think of the word, but and I have not been drinking, girl. But why do you why do you think it's okay to like just beat this woman up? What is going through your mind, sir? And then, not to say that it would be okay if she wasn't the mother of your children, because it would still be unacceptable and wrong, and your ass still need to go to jail. But how do you put your hands on the mother of your children? And then you hear these stories like the mama probably don't want the kids to know, right? So now the kids are going to grow up probably thinking that their father walked on water, right? Thinking that he did, girl, no harm to anyone because he was a great father to them. And then the kids don't understand that your mother had a different relationship with your father than you do. And now the kids don't understand why the mama can't stand the ground that daddy walk on 20 years later. Probably because he was going upside her head 20 years ago, right? But didn't nobody want to tell y'all because that's you. They want you to form your own relationship with your own father. But kids be so confused when they get older. Why don't you like my father? My father is a great man. And it's like, girl, no, he not. It's kind of like Beyonce. I know I'm all over the place. It's kind of like Beyonce. Beyonce wrote a whole song about her daddy. 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 A whole song. Maybe I think she closed out her first album, her debut album, bitch, with a song about her daddy. Girl, that's how much in love Beyonce was with her father, right? How much love she had for him. Come to find out, he ain't shit. Tina probably been knowing he wasn't shit. But she was just gonna let the kids find out by themselves. But in that situation, I guess it's a little different because it was public, right? And girl, based off those kids, he got Matthew got about two. I think Matthew got about 2 or 3 kids floating around here that he had on Tina. And Matthew married to this day. Girl, ain't that? You would think a man who had 2 kids on his wife, girl, you would not have access to women. Girl, fuck that. Girl, it's a woman. It's a woman that got Matthew last name to this day, I believe. I think Matthew was married. Like Sutton on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Sutton was upset that her mama was like, "I'm happy that your daddy is dead." How can you say that? You don't miss my father? No, I don't miss him. Girl, your daddy was hell on wheels. To you, you probably thought he was Jesus. But I knew the nigga. Okay? And I knew he wasn't about shit. I wish, girl, now you can't say that. I was about to say, I wish I knew he was, I wish I knew who he, I wish I would have saw who he was before I had your ass. You can't say that, that's mean. But girl, you know, so now you got this woman who getting beat up by this man named Miles. And I don't think he should have access to the kids. That's the moral of the story. I don't. I don't. I think that if you beat on the mother of your kids, you should not have access to your kids. And if you do, it should be visitation with a cop there, just in case you get out of line. Okay. And bitch, you better not stop. You better not stop the cop from doing what they need to do. That's another thing I don't understand. I don't understand it. I want every one of y'all niggas to walk up to me and think y'all gonna put y'all hands on me. Cause I'm not your baby mama. Cause I'm calling the cops. Now, girl, they might take me out too. Okay, so that's a real gag. Girl, I can't even really call the cops because girl, they might shoot me in the process. I want them to shoot you. Quiet as it's kept. Anyway, child, let me go. I need to go get something to eat. We'll probably be back tonight because I want to talk about Kim Burrell. Girl, Kim Burrell is a hot ass. Kim Burrell is a hot mess. Do you hear me? Girl? All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all girls later. Bye.